What's up, everyone? My name is Steve from Supermods Tech, and today we are doing a little bit of a different video. The video that we're doing today, we're going to review something. We're not going to review it in person because we don't have that type of money, but we're going to review this in person. Not now, but let's go ahead and take a look. So Apple has very quietly, very quietly released the new 16-inch MacBook Pro.
Excuse me, the fuck did you just say?
Yes, they did. They released the new 16-inch MacBook Pro. They have murdered the 15-inch. It's not coming back. So let's go ahead and check this out. So Apple quietly released this new 16-inch MacBook Pro, and they very quietly released it. I don't know why, but you know, I can see from here that the display looks a little taller to me. So they probably extended it that way, not this way, but that way. So you have basically more screen real estate. So it's maybe a wider machine, you know, if you compare it to a regular 15-inch MacBook Pro, that's now considered a dinosaur. So let's go ahead and check it out. Let's see what we can see new about it. They packed some new bells and whistles in here. So for those that have probably purchased a MacBook like last week, a 15-inch, you might want to head back to the Apple store like ASAP because you have just been screwed. So let's go ahead and check this out. So now the new 16-inch MacBook Pro is now alongside the 13-inch. As you can see here, the 15-inch is now history. When you click on the 16-inch model, we'll go ahead and see if we can configure that. You have two options for base models. So the first base model, you'll get an i7 processor with a 5300M, 4 GB of memory, GDDR6 graphics card. You'll get 16 gigs of RAM, and you'll get the 16-inch Retina display. You can turbo boost up to 4.5 gigahertz from 2.6 gigahertz 6-core processor, which is not bad for an i7 if you ask me. If you have a low budget, that would be perfectly fine. But now let's go ahead over to the 8-core processor and let's customize this i9 a little bit and see exactly how much it can run up to. So we have a 8-core 2.3 gigahertz 9th gen Intel Core processor, i9. We have it turbo boosts up to 4.8 gigahertz. It has the AMD Radeon Pro 5500M with 4 gigs of GDDR6 memory, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD. You get all of this for $2,800. That's not bad of a price for, you know, 8-core machine with, you know, 1 terabytes of storage. That right there is a pretty good deal. I think Apple will sell more of these than more of what we're about to check out when we customize this device. So it remembered where I was checking it out. So let's get back to the basics and we will go ahead and price it out. So basically we have an option of 2.4 gigahertz where it bumps up to a 5.0 gigahertz. If you ask me, if I don't think it's that necessary of an upgrade for a processor, because your 2.3 goes to 4.8 gigahertz, which I think is just fine with what it comes with. But we're gonna go ahead and bump it up for now. So already with a processor upgrade, we're already at $3,000 of a machine. Now you can also add memory, which is something new about this memory. You could now add 64 gigs of memory to this MacBook Pro, which costs $800. So you can now add 64 gigs of RAM, which now brings the price tag very close to $4,000. Also, we now can upgrade our video card to a 5500M with 8 gigs of GDDR6 memory for $100. That is not a bad price. That I would do if I was doing even if I was just taking the basic model, I would go ahead and get the more powerful graphics card for $100. You're getting 4 gigs of extra memory in a graphics card for $100. That is a great deal if I was buying the base model. If I was buying the base model, just doing this upgrade, I would do that in a heartbeat. Okay? So we also have options up to 8 terabytes of storage. Now, Mac is getting really heavy on packing storage into these devices, but you will pay a heavy price. So this is the price that you would used to have to pay if you wanted 4 terabytes of storage. So like I said, if you just bought 4 terabytes of storage in the previous model, you have just now been screwed by Apple, and you need to run back to the Apple store, find your little receipt, and hurry up and return it if you know your couple of days, your 30 days ain't up, because you have just been screwed out of a big upgrade. So we click on that. We're now at $6,100, technically speaking, of a machine. Now, would I go back into buying a machine like this for $6,000? No, I would not. I would not spend this much money on a laptop. I wouldn't give a shit if it was made out of gold. Okay? This is not worth $6,000 of my money. It's not. It's not a supercomputer. I could build a Windows machine that could be just as powerful, way more powerful, and spend less of this money. Okay? Now they have did some minor upgrades. We now have an escape key that has been returned to the Mac, and they moved the Touch ID button to a button by itself that is now moved over from the touch bar display itself. They have now put back the old style keyboard. It's no longer the butterfly scissor keyboards that's been given a shit ton load of problems and recalls. That has now been eliminated and now is a dinosaur as much as the 15-inch Mac. So for $6,000, no, I wouldn't buy it. I would configure this machine like this, right? 16 gigs of RAM is fine, because I don't think $800 is worth it. And, you know, I would buy the base model like this with this configuration and spend $2,800, almost $3,000. That would be my limit. $3,000 would be my absolute limit on a Mac machine like that. That would be it. So this is the 16-inch MacBook Pro. You know, if we go in the gallery here, it really doesn't look much different from the 15 beside the little change up here. You know, still same thin design. Nothing changed about the design, really and truly. You know, they don't compare it at all to the other, you know, the older model. And it comes in space gray and silver, of course. And that's about it. So this is my quick review of the 16-inch MacBook Pro. Hope you guys like my video. Please subscribe to my channel. I thank you guys for watching. Please join us in Telegram. We're going to have our Telegram link down there below, where you could also, you know, post tech questions. If you have any tech questions, you want to join our group, feel free to join. It's free. If you have any questions of problems, something's giving you trouble, your Mac is not working, we'll be more than happy to help you guys out. So please subscribe to our channel. Please subscribe to our Telegram chat. And thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace, and I'm out. Later.